Welcome, everyone. This video is not just about learning English, it's about transforming the way you speak forever. You already know some English. You can write, you can read, and you can understand what people say. But here's the real question. When you speak, do people listen? Do they respect your voice? Do they stop scrolling? Do they feel something when you speak? Or do they ignore you? Let me be honest with you. If you cannot speak with presence, you can lose opportunities, even if your English is perfect. People don't just listen to your words. They listen to your energy, your emotion, your confidence. Today, I will give you steps to help you speak so powerfully that people stop, focus, feel, and respect your words, even if your English is simple, even if you feel shy, even if you've never spoken fluently before. Because powerful English is not about grammar. It's about presence, rhythm, and identity. This session is not a boring lesson. It is a practical transformation of the way you speak. It is also your English listening practice, so listen carefully, repeat when necessary, and take your time to absorb every idea. If you truly want to speak English that people listen to, subscribe, because this is where English meets confidence, where fluency meets leadership, and where your voice begins to rise. Let's begin with the power of silence. This is something you never learned in school. The most powerful speakers in the world, no matter the language, use one essential tool: silence. Fluency is not about speaking quickly. It's about controlling your voice and the spaces between your words. Imagine a leader walking into a room. They don't start speaking immediately. They pause. They look around. They hold the room with their presence. That pause makes people focus. It creates tension, curiosity, and power. Now think of the opposite. Someone who speaks too fast, with no pauses and no clarity. Listening to them feels tiring because they never give your brain a moment to catch up. They talk to escape silence. Powerful speakers talk to control silence. Here's how to train this skill. Breathe before you speak. Take a calm breath before your first word. Let your body settle. That simple breath will slow your mind and make your voice calm. Pause between sentences. Instead of rushing through every idea, let each sentence land. Pausing gives your words weight. Pause after emotional words. When you say something like, "I was scared," pause, then continue. The silence allows your audience to feel what you felt. Remember, silence is not empty. Silence is a tool. It builds drama, adds emphasis, slows the listener's mind, and makes you sound more confident. Beginners often think pausing means you forgot your words. In truth, pausing shows control. You don't need advanced grammar, you need the courage to pause. Practice in front of a mirror. Speak simple lines like, "I have something to say. Please listen carefully. This matters to me, and it might change your life." Add a pause after each sentence. Think of famous speakers like Barack Obama. He speaks slowly. He uses silence as a tool. He lets every sentence land. He owns the moment. You can do the same even with basic English. Silence is your first weapon. When you pause before speaking, pause between sentences, and pause after emotion, your voice gains power. If you speak too fast, people hear words. If you pause, people hear meaning. Next comes the voice of authority. You can use perfect grammar and advanced words, but if your voice is weak, people won't listen. At the same time, even simple English becomes powerful when your voice is calm, steady, and confident. Many learners speak too softly, too quickly, or with uncertainty. They use weak phrases like, "I think maybe," "sorry but," "I just want to say," or "can I speak?" These sound like you don't trust your own voice. If you don't believe your words, no one else will. The voice of authority is calm, slow, emotional, and confident. It says, "I know what I'm saying." Even 5 simple words can sound powerful when spoken with belief. Compare. Weak. "I think maybe we can try this if you agree." Strong. "Let's try this. I believe it's the right way." Same message, different energy. To build this voice, speak slowly, then even slower. Power lives in slowness. Fast speech sounds like noise. Slow speech sounds like meaning. Add emotional weight to your words. Don't speak like a robot. Speak like a human. Stretch emotional words. Speak from your heart, not from a textbook. Remove weak phrases. Eliminate, I think maybe, just a suggestion, if it's okay, and can I say something? These shrink your voice. Replace them with strong openers. Here's what I believe. Let's try this. This is my idea. I agree, and here's why. I disagree respectfully. Even with simple English, these make you sound confident and respected. If you'd like, I can also, white heavy checkmark, rewrite it in a shorter version. White heavy checkmark, rewrite it in simpler English. White heavy checkmark, rewrite it in more advanced, elegant English. White heavy checkmark, convert it into a YouTube script. White heavy checkmark, turn it into a lesson, summary, or practice exercise. Sound bold. Lower your voice slightly. Most people raise their pitch when they feel nervous. I wanted to say something can sound unsure, but when you lower your tone just a little, it becomes calm and grounded. Try this. I wanted to say something. Feel steady, strong, certain. Practice lines like, this is important. Let's talk. That doesn't feel right to me. Speak from your chest, not your nose. Feel the vibration deep inside your body. That's where presence comes from. Say these lines out loud. Slowly. I have something important to say. Pause. I believe in my voice. Pause. I'm learning to speak with power. Pause. My English is simple, but my message is strong. Pause. Repeat these in front of the mirror. Don't just speak them, own them. Imagine you're in a meeting and you need to say, I don't agree. Most learners say something weak like, I think maybe that's not right. Try this instead. I understand your point. Pause. But I respectfully disagree. Pause. Here's my perspective. Now your words sound bold, clear, and fluent. Even with simple English. This is the voice of authority. So practice this. Slow down your speed. Add emotion and energy. Remove weak language. Lower your tone slightly. Speak like you believe your own words. Train with real examples. Repeat your power phrases daily. Don't speak English to sound smart. Speak English to sound sure. Because people don't really listen to your grammar. They listen to your confidence. Confidence isn't perfect English. Confidence is a strong voice behind simple words. Change your voice, and you change the way the world listens. Now let's talk about short, powerful sentences. Here's something most learners never hear. Powerful English is short. Not long. Not complicated. Short, clear, bold. Real fluency is not about showing intelligence. It's about showing strength. Long sentences drain energy. They confuse. They push listeners away. Short sentences do the opposite. They sound confident. They sound focused. They sound like you know exactly what you're saying. Many learners think fluency means speaking in long paragraphs with advanced vocabulary. So they say confusing, heavy sentences that feel unnatural. Now compare that to something simple. I have an idea. Let's try something different. I believe this will help. We can fix this. Which version connects more? The short one. Because short sentences feel true. Clean. Direct. Strong. Think of your favorite speakers. They don't use fancy words. They use lines that hit like a punch to the chest. I believe in this. Let's do it. You matter. This is wrong. We need change. That's enough. Let's begin. Simple words. Massive power. Here's how to master this skill. Think in short ideas. Don't think in long paragraphs. Break your message into clear pieces. Instead of saying, I went to the market to buy fruits and vegetables because I needed to cook lunch, and then I met my friend. Break it into, I went to the market. I bought fruits and vegetables. I wanted to cook lunch. I saw my friend. Clear, calm, confident. Cut unnecessary words. Extra words are weeds in the garden of your sentence. Remove them so your message becomes sharp. End your sentences early. Most learners talk too long. They keep adding. They keep explaining. They lose the listener. The sooner you stop, the stronger you sound. Instead of, so I was just kind of wondering if maybe you'd like to get a coffee if you're not too busy. Say, Would you like to grab coffee? Instead of, I wanted to talk to you about something because I really care and I hope it's okay. Say, can we talk? Care. It's important. Short sentences hit harder. Practice micro-sentences every day. Agreement. Yes, I agree. You're right. Exactly. Disagreement. I disagree. Let's try something else. Here's another idea. Opinion. I think this is better. I believe this will help. This is my choice. Emotion. I feel nervous. I'm excited. This makes me happy. That hurts. These are not beginner phrases. These are leader phrases. Use 3 or 4-word power combinations. Let's do it. I'm with you. This feels right. That's not fair. Time to move. I need help. I'm listening. I trust you. It's my turn. Short phrases. Strong energy. Stand in front of the mirror and say, I speak clearly. My English is simple but strong. I don't need big words. I need real words. I speak in short ideas. I mean every word. Say them with emotion. Let your voice learn power. If someone asks, what do you think about the project? Instead of rambling, well, I think maybe it's good, but also maybe not, like maybe we could change something. Say, I like it, but it needs a few changes. Let's fix it. Short, clear, fluent, confident. Powerful English isn't advanced. It's clean, simple, and strong. Use short sentences with intention. Break your thoughts into pieces. Cut the extra words. End early. Use real phrases. Speak with belief. Let your tone give weight to your words. People don't remember long speeches. They remember short sentences that feel like truth. If you want people to listen, remember this. You don't need better grammar. You need better sentences. Simple, short, strong. That's the heart of fluency. That's the foundation of confidence. That's how you speak English people never forget. Look at your hands. They read your body. And if your body language is nervous, your words lose their power. Even if your English is perfect, your message becomes weak. But if your body language is calm, open, and confident, people feel your words, even if your English is simple. Fluent English doesn't come only from your mouth. It comes from your entire body. Now we're going to train that body to speak confidence, clarity, and power. Why most English learners struggle. Most beginners focus only on grammar, vocabulary, and accent. But they forget their body. So they look down while speaking, keep their hands hidden, fidget, cross their arms, move too much or too little, look scared, smile awkwardly, or avoid eye contact. This makes them look unconfident and unsure, even when their words are correct. And when you look weak, people stop listening. What strong speakers do. Great speakers use their body to send a message. Their shoulders are relaxed. Their eyes are steady and warm. Their head is up. Their hands move with purpose. Their feet are grounded. Their voice and body match each other. Even before speaking, their body says, I'm here. I belong. I believe in what I'm saying. You can learn this too. Eye contact. The heart of connection. Your eyes are your power. When speaking, look into the eyes of the person you're talking to. If you're on camera, look into the lens. If you're in a room, look at one person at a time and shift slowly. Eye contact builds trust, shows confidence, and creates emotional connection. Practice. Speak in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Say simple English sentences while keeping steady eye contact. Don't look away. Stay calm and focused. Practice lines. I believe in my voice. I have something important to say. I'm ready to speak English and be heard. Say them slowly and with emotion. Shoulders open, chest forward. The way you hold your shoulders changes how people feel your words. Tight or raised shoulders signal fear. Open and relaxed shoulders signal control. Beginner mistakes. Shoulders moving too much. Shoulders collapsing forward. Head dropping down. Train this. Roll your shoulders back. Open your chest. Keep your head up. Speak slowly while breathing deeply. Use your hands with purpose. Hand movement is a language. Strong speakers use their hands to emphasize, clarify, and energize. Beginners hide their hands, move too much, touch their face or fidget. Train this. Keep hands relaxed at your sides. Move them slowly and with intention. Gesture examples. Open palms, honesty. One hand forward, emphasis. Hand on chest, emotion. Practice phrases. This is important. Hand forward. I feel this. Hand on heart. We can change. Open palm. Stand still, don't dance while speaking. Movement is good, but too much becomes distraction. Nervous speakers shift their weight, rock back and forth, or tap their feet. Powerful speakers stand grounded like a tree. Train this. Keep your feet still. Imagine roots growing into the floor. Move only when the message needs it. Facial expressions, your second language. Your face must match your message. Saying I'm happy with a blank face creates confusion. Train this. Smile gently for positive messages. Show concern for serious topics. Raise your eyebrows for surprise. Nod slowly to show agreement. Practice saying, this means a lot to me. That hurt me. I'm excited to try. Let your face reflect the feeling. Daily full body speaking practice. Stand tall. Roll shoulders back. Keep your feet grounded. Look into your eyes in the mirror. Say simple sentences with full control of voice, hands, and body. Practice sentences. My English is growing every day. I speak with confidence and care. People hear my words and feel them. I'm not afraid to be seen. I use my whole body to speak powerfully. Do this daily, and your fluency will rise fast. The interview example. Imagine sitting in an interview and saying, thank you for your time. I'm excited to be here. Let me tell you about myself. If you say it while looking down, hiding your hands, speaking too fast, and with tight shoulders, you will be ignored. But if you sit straight, look into their eyes, speak slowly, use calm hands, and smile slightly, even with simple English, you will be remembered. That is the power of body language. Tell stories, not just sentences. Sentences are forgettable. Stories are unforgettable. Sentences go to the brain. Stories go to the heart. If you want your English to move people, tell stories. Most learners memorize vocabulary, practice grammar, and then speak like robots. Yesterday I went to the market. I bought milk. I came home. I studied English. I was tired. Correct grammar but no emotion. Now with a story. Yesterday I went to the market. It was raining. I forgot my umbrella, so I ran inside completely wet and bought milk. When I got home, I changed my clothes, made tea, and studied English. I felt proud because I knew I was improving. Same vocabulary, same beginner level, but now it's alive. You only need 3 things. Emotion. I was nervous. I felt proud. I didn't know what to do. I almost cried. One emotion can change the whole story. Moments. Fluency is not listing events. It is bringing moments to life. Say, I walked into her office. My hands were shaking. I took a deep breath and I said, I need help. That is a moment. It's real, visual, emotional. And it doesn't need fancy English, just honesty and presence. Details matter. They are small, but they build connection. Say, I was wearing my blue hoodie. The coffee smelled amazing. I could hear my heart beating. I looked at my phone. Still no message. These tiny details make your story human. And that's what English learners must understand. It's not about impressing people. It's about making them feel something. Use the I felt then now formula. It works for any story and it's easy to learn. I felt emotion. Start your story with a feeling. Examples. I felt scared. I felt excited. I was confused. I felt alone. I was so happy. This opens the heart. Then what happened? Now tell the moment. Examples. Then I walked into the classroom. Then my friend called me. Then I made a mistake in front of everyone. Then the teacher smiled. Then I realized something important. This is the action of your story. Use short, simple sentences. Now what you learned or feel today. End with reflection. Examples. Now I laugh when I remember it. Now I feel stronger. Now I'm not afraid to speak. Now I understand why that moment changed me. This gives your story meaning. It becomes a lesson, not just a memory. That's what makes people listen. That's what makes you sound fluent. Not just in language, but in life. Let's create one together. A while ago, I was afraid to speak. In school, I stayed silent. I knew some English, but I was scared to use it. Then one day, the teacher called my name. I stood up. My heart was beating fast. Everyone was watching. I took a deep breath and said, "Good morning, everyone. I want to try today." The room went quiet. Then they clapped. I sat down and smiled. I didn't speak perfectly, but I spoke with courage. Now I'm not afraid to speak English anymore. I still make mistakes, but I never stay silent. This is storytelling. The grammar is simple. The vocabulary is easy, but the feeling is strong. And that's what makes English unforgettable. How to train storytelling fluency. Every day, answer one question in story form. What made you smile today? What was your most embarrassing moment? When did you try something scary? What's a memory you'll never forget? When did you feel proud of yourself? Use this format. I felt then now. Example, I felt embarrassed. Then I forgot my lines during the school play. But now I laugh when I remember it because I know I was brave to even try. Practice one small story every day. Say it out loud. Record yourself. Repeat. This will not only improve your spoken English, it will improve your spoken soul. If you're doing YouTube videos, job interviews, making friends abroad, speaking in meetings, introducing yourself, or going on a date, storytelling changes everything. Instead of saying, "Hi, I'm Raj. I'm from India. I love books." Try, "Hi, I'm Raj. When I was a kid, I read my first English novel. I didn't understand half the words, but I couldn't stop reading. That day, I fell in love with English." Now you're not just a person. You're a story. And people remember stories. The power of pauses. Most people think fluency means never stopping, talking fast, filling every second with words. But the truth is the opposite. The best speakers are not the ones who talk fast. They are the ones who pause. They stop. They breathe. They let their words land. They give the listener space to feel the meaning. Why don't learners use pauses? Because they're afraid. Afraid of silence. Afraid of forgetting. Afraid of looking slow. Afraid of seeming weak. So they rush. And the faster you speak, the more your power disappears. Rushing creates panic. Pausing creates presence. What a pause really does, it gives the listener time to understand. It gives you time to think. It shows you are in control. It makes your sentences dramatic. It makes simple English sound powerful. Example, I disagree. No pause, flat. I disagree. And here's why. Pause presence. How to use pauses. Pause before you begin speaking. A short pause before your first sentence shows calm control. Pause after every sentence. Let it breathe. Let it land. Pause after emotional words. I was scared. Pause. But I did it anyway. Pause. That moment changed everything. Pauses create rhythm. Fast sentence. Slow sentence. Loud word. Soft word. Pause. Speak. It becomes music. Say the following with pauses. I want to say something. Please listen. This matters to me. It may be simple, but it's true. Now say it without pauses, you'll feel the difference. Use pauses in interviews, stories, meetings, conversations. They calm your nerves, make you sound confident, and give emotional weight to your words. Even with basic vocabulary, pauses make you powerful. Repeating key phrases. In English speaking, repetition is not a mistake. It's a superpower. The best speakers repeat because repetition creates emotion, rhythm, and memory. Why repetition works. It shows what matters. It builds rhythm, creates drama. It makes ideas stick. It turns simple English into poetic English. Example, this is not about grammar. It's not about vocabulary. It's not about perfect pronunciation. It's about presence. Or, I tried. I failed. I tried again. I failed again. But I never stopped. Repeat a key word or phrase 2 or 3 times when it's important. It brings energy. It brings focus. It brings fluency. Say it again. Examples. This is my dream. My dream. My dream. I don't give up. I don't give up. You matter. You matter. You matter. It's emotional. It's musical. It's unforgettable. Repeat with change. Start with the same phrase but build it. I was scared. I was nervous. I was shaking. Or, this is your time. Your moment. Your chance. Each line adds more meaning, more energy, more depth. Repeat with a pause. This makes it dramatic. I want to tell you something. Pause. Something important. Pause. Something that might change your life. Pause. Each line grows in impact. Even simple grammar becomes TED Talk emotion when you use rhythm, silence, and repetition. Say these lines slowly, 3 times each. I believe in my voice. I believe in my voice. I believe in my voice. Then try, I failed. But I learned. I failed again. But I learned more. And I never stopped. Practice this every day. Record yourself. Listen back. You'll hear your fluency growing. More natural, more emotional, more powerful. Real life use. In presentations, interviews, or videos, repetition makes people feel your message. Example, why do I learn English? Because I care. Because I want to grow. Because I want to be heard. Short, clear, repeated phrases equals unforgettable English. Repeat key phrases. Repetition creates rhythm. Repetition adds emotion. Repetition makes people remember your message. Repeat important ideas 2 or 3 times. Use silence and variation. Practice daily for real fluency. The world won't remember your big grammar, but it will remember your big emotions. And emotions grow through repetition. So don't be afraid to say it again. If it matters, say it again. And again. And again until they feel it. Until you feel it. That's not a mistake. That's mastery. From the heart. If you've followed every step of this training, you've already done something most people never do. You've chosen to change. You've chosen to improve. You've chosen to take your voice seriously. This wasn't just fluency training. This was your voice awakening. Your identity rising. Your confidence being rebuilt, piece by piece. Now you know the truth. Fluent English isn't about fancy grammar. It's about presence. It's about rhythm. It's about how you feel when you speak. You now have powerful tools that can change your life. So what's next? You practice. You show up. You speak. Not for perfection. Not for praise. Not for grammar points. You speak because your voice matters. And every time you open your mouth, the world should feel it. So go speak, slowly, clearly, with belief. Let your English become the language of your soul. And never forget, you don't need perfect English. You need a voice that refuses to stay silent. Your journey is just beginning. And I'm proud of you. Let's speak. Not just to talk, but to be heard.